happens when you're not home. See, look at that. Dead. Look at their faces. Look at that. Dead, one dead, that's for sure. At least 2 dead so far that I found. I gotta tell you, the whole house smells like rotten flesh. It is disgusting, my friends. This is what happens when you're not around, and even with the most natural methods of keeping fish, you have to be around to take care of them. There's always something that can go wrong. In this case, the pump, had a malfunction. Not a complete shutdown, but to a point where it was trickling down, not enough oxygen in the tank. If it wasn't for all the algae and the plants, they would have been dead, all of them, a long time ago. I left Saturday last week, Sunday last week, and I came in yesterday, just a little bit past midnight. Went straight to bed, only to be awakened by the cat this morning, alarming that something's wrong. I walk down here and I'm sitting right here. Obviously that prompted me to look around and see what's going on. Maybe some kind of dead carcass or something that he has hunt down. Often he brings chipmunks and other, prey that he hunts himself. But this time it was the fish tank. The rotten flesh of the fish that had died. That basically brought on the awful smell in the tank. So that's it, my friends. I was trying to explain to you on the shorts video what is going on, and unfortunately this happened as I predicted it would, as I expected that something like that might happen. Thus I was, let's just say, thinking of rehoming them sooner. There were a few people inquiring, some were not so serious. Others, I think they just want to basically be heard or whatever, leave a message, something, get attention. I was pretty serious about rehoming them, therefore I'll be very selective to, where I'm gonna send them up to. There are a couple of candidates. I'm going to vet them. Believe me, I'm gonna find out what is what. A couple have YouTube channels, so I'm assuming they'll be doing it only for views and shows and whatnot. So I don't know. I'm disappointed in the outcome, obviously. So are you probably. After all these, years of great care, now we're finding out the piranhas have succumbed to sad and unfortunate death for some of them. And I'm lucky that most survive. And I'm going to obviously remedy that with, like I said, finding them a better home. So I'm shaking right now. This probably recording isn't going to be as good, but what can I say? I hate when something happens that's completely preventable. As I mentioned before, I left them in other people's care, not realizing that they're not going to be able to do as good of a job as I did. And for that same reason, if I'm not going to be around, someone else is going to have to take care of them, do a better job. So fortunately, the Kariba are doing fine. The water's low and everything else, but there's not even a nip fin. So they have held out. Unfortunately, my adults, which I raised from 3/4 inch fry, were met with a different fate. Juveniles doing just fine. There are fewer than there were before. You probably noticed the count is down to about 8 or 9. They have ate one of each other, one of their companions. As I can tell, the bellies are still pretty full, pretty round, so this must have just happened. Again, not being present, not taking care of them or feeding them on time might have triggered, eating frenzy, cannibalistic sort of situation that took place. My friends, I really apologize for bringing you such sad news. As I mentioned before, this is the worst case scenario for me, and it kind of materialized. So let's just say, it's safe to assume, we're gonna have to rehome the fish, shut down the fish room, and maybe we'll pick it up again sometime. For now, as I mentioned, life throws in your curveballs and you have to deal with it For me, it's being on the road 5 to 7 days a week, sometimes even longer. It makes it impossible to take care of animals which require your attention daily. So there it is, my friends. I hope this, I don't know, kind of gives you a perspective on what and how, you know, things can change and how you can mitigate or basically deal with the consequences. I am fully at fault, and there's really no excuse other than, well, I wish I would have been able to rehome them faster, sooner. Well, since I haven't been home in over a week, check out the grass. Oh, it's so big. It's actually not that big because it's been drought, severe drought. I'll show you the pond in a second. But we have grass. Our neighbors have yellow patches. But we left the grass alone. Obviously, I wasn't here, but it's been 2 weeks since I cut it. And you can see the difference. Luscious, normal grass. Even in a drought, because we didn't cut it. Left it be, you know, let it be. And it'll also seed out. I don't know if I can show you a good angle. Oh, right here. You see? There's all these seeds. Yep. These will seed out and make our grass even more hardy. Plus the roots get much deeper on a grass that's left alone because it sways, you know, and things like that. Natural nature stuff. Anyway, if you don't know, 7th grade biology, by the way. So here you go. Here's the pond. Terrible. Look at that. Pipes sticking out, and I stumped them down so they wouldn't be visible, and yet they're now visible anyway. Of course, I shut down the waterfall because there's just not enough water. The pump is exposed completely. Well, these guys are foraging, chickens and ducks hanging out, enjoying, you know, the offerings, nature's offerings. I got to do a little maintenance on the coop. I did rig up this constant flow pond for them so they're never out of water. Pond or pool, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, there they are. See? What up, chickens? Yep, it's right there, and it overfills and spills out, but right now they've been beating up on it, so it's probably slowly refilling. That's all. What else do we have? Oh, we have some kind of... What up, chicken? You're still trying to hatch some? Holy cow, 2 here, 2 here. Bunch of here. Bunch more here. Oh, you just dropped that one. It's still shiny. Look at it. Haha, freshy fresh. Good job. Good job, miss. She's an olive egger. Not an Easter egger, olive egger. Okay, updates. Over out. So yeah, my friends. Homestead cannot be left alone for too long, otherwise it goes to berserk mayhem. So we're gonna have some maintenance, some catching up to do, you know, bringing this place back to some sort of order. And yeah, we'll see what else is happening with the fish tank. I want to see if the water clears out and do the countdown. I know who's dead already. For those of you that follow the channel for, you know, some time, will know as well which one of them went. All right, quick checkup. You see I remedy the clogged up thing in the background. See right there, that's basically where the inlet for the filter is, and it's obviously clogged because when I hooked up to the exterior pipe with the, you know, just to filter the water, to oxygenate it. Look at the power on this thing. And it's the old filter. So filter's the same, it just disconnected from the old, you know, inlet. So that's it. Quick update. We'll check back when it clears up. All right. Well, the pump is still very loud, but at least it's working much better. You see, the current, the water is cleared up to perfection, and they're swimming about, enjoying, you know, the clarity of the oxidation of the water levels and everything else. Everything's good. Better. Really appreciate you stopping by and supporting the channel. I will be uploading more about the dogs and other things, maybe even my on-road adventures, but for now, let's just say this is it. I'm going to leave you with a more positive sight for the end of the video. So, till next time, my friends.